Is anybody in here? For April 20th, 2018, episode 10B, Superstitions. We're some guys who hung out together for a few years and decided to start a podcast. We don't adhere to any format. We do interviews, social commentary, or any subject we think can make a show, designed to make you think and laugh. Email is anybody in here at gmail.com. Facebook is Anybody In Here Podcast. Webpage is anybodyinhere.com. To support Is Anybody In Here, visit Patreon and look us up at Anybody In Here, ZENYBODY. In this episode, we discuss superstitions, vegetarians, and the devil drops by for a visit. And here's our host, Adam Baker, Bill Wilkerson, Kevin Traylor, and Tim Altork.
Did you want to talk about any superstitions?
Yeah, I like superstitions.
Yeah, I got a smartphone.
He's got a smartphone for a change. The flip phone boy went to smartphone boy.
I still have my flip phone.
Oh, he still ain't gave it his flip phone. Well, let me ask you this. Oh, that is smart though, because there's many times I've been on my smartphone doing some shit which has nothing to do with the phone, and I get a call and be bothered. So it'd be nice to have a flip phone.
You can still get a call waiting on a flip phone.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calls still come through. It's not that primitive.
Okay.
But I am.
Yeah, Adam is.
Okay. We're gonna. What we're doing now? We're getting the notebook out.
Yeah, I'm just,
Superstitions?
yeah, a couple.
Oh, superstitions. All right.
Knock on wood.
Okay.
You remember when
I
the
have a
girl that works
superstitious
for
story.
us said something about getting her feet swept with a broom? Were you here that night?
Oh, what's
I don't
that mean?
think so.
Like you get married or something like that?
Well, she was freaking out because I won't mention the names,
Yeah.
but the other employee was sweeping and accidentally brushed the broom across the girl's foot, and she freaked out. She said, "That's bad luck. Like, I have to spit on the broom now." And I'm like, "Whoa, wait."
Spit?
Spit.
Yeah. It says you're supposed to spit on the broom if someone sweeps across your feet, because if you don't, you'll never get married.
For real? Now, is
Yeah.
this employee married now?
No, she's young.
Okay.
I mean, for Alabama terms, I
Yeah.
guess.
She's like 12.
She's
She ain't
18, but I'm not going to mention any names.
No RM territory yet.
But yeah, she just had this whole thing that you're supposed to spit on a broom if someone accidentally sweeps your feet. And I was like, yeah, no, you can't spit on the broom. That's not happening. And it's a bullshit story anyway, because my
But
feet's been swept with a broom before. I got married.
so if she never gets married, though, she's going to blame you the rest of her life.
I'm sure I get blamed for a lot of stuff.
But if she was that concerned about it,
I didn't do the sweeping. Somebody else
Yeah.
did.
I would like to suggest if she never gets married that it was probably for other reasons. If she's wanting to spit on a broom based on superstition.
But in Afghanistan, I was looking up superstitions today. I came across that. It was never allow the broom to touch the feet of anyone. If you do, one of your parents will die. So their shit goes way worse.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That
like,
is bad.
I'm sure just like here in Afghanistan, like not everybody believes
Here
that.
in Afghanistan?
Yeah,
Yeah, since we're in Afghanistan.
Yeah,
yes.
that's where we're broadcasting from.
exactly.
Yeah,
That,
I mean, I thought
we were in
already
Afghani
announced.
cave earlier.
They
Yeah.
have a lot of caves there. I mean, here.
Yeah, it's tour season here in Afghanistan.
Yeah, we take people to caves.
It's
Yeah.
not extremely hot yet. It's kind of pleasant.
Yeah, it's really nice kiting weather.
Yeah.
And the
They have a big kite festival. That's why we're
Yeah,
here.
just like a
We-
light,
And it's the
just like a
spring.
light breeze.
so the head cover is very festival for a change
the head cover.
for the females. Anyway,
And, a lot of people don't know this, but here in Afghanistan,
They show a little bit more skin.
exactly. It's a little bit of eyebrow, but
Here in Afghanistan,
here in
what?
Afghanistan, we have a
and we probably are wrong about every Afghanistan fact so far.
well, not this one.
Okay.
Because I
Come
know
on.
this guy personally. He lives right down the street from me.
Oh yeah, okay.
Bruce
Here in
Lee.
Afghanistan.
Yeah,
Oh.
here in Afghanistan.
Yeah, I always
Bruce,
thought.
God, son of a bitch, Kevin.
Adam, speak.
CPA.
Kevin, shut
There's
up.
a Bruce Lee impersonator.
Oh, okay.
The guy from Afghanistan?
Yeah, he gets paid for it though. He's super good. He like trains every day. He like kind of looks like Bruce Lee. I mean, to me, not really, but it's like just enough where he can get roles in movies.
Pretending to be Bruce Lee or
Yeah.
actually as Bruce Lee?
Yeah, like pretending to be Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Because I mean, actual Bruce Lee is in the spirit
He could do
realm
his,
now.
Yeah.
He could do his own thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I heard he faked his death.
But they all said about
there's
everybody.
a lot of controversy surrounding his death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had some enemies. Be like water, my
What?
friend. That's one of his quotes. Be like water.
Be like water.
I'd rather be like beer.
Takes water to make beer.
Is water dry? You ever somebody asked me that?
Ah, that's
Oh,
such a
I hate
stupid
that.
effing
Rip my
question.
hair out.
I just
Get
punched
outta
him in
here,
the
Kevin.
nose, and I just punched him in the nose and like slapped him in the face. Is what I did.
Nice, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd she do after that?
I don't know.
Oh, we got a phone call.
He left us.
We
Is that
got
your
a
boss?
phone call.
Put her.
Yeah.
Put her up to the
Yeah,
microphone.
put her on.
I dare you.
Put her on there.
You should do it.
Let's see what she has to say.
Yeah.
He says yeah, but he's not doing it.
She stopped by earlier and was not in a good mood. Kevin had done something.
Yeah. Well, I've been
Or
watching
didn't do
the role
something.
here lately.
So what do I need to do? You have a really large smartphone. Maybe I got the wrong one.
They have
I'm
pills
having
for it.
Buyer's remorse. I have what?
What?
Oh.
His is artificially enlarged.
Your cell phone is really tall standing up.
Thank you.
Abe Lincoln tall.
Abe.
What do I need for my brand new phone?
What do you
You
have?
need,
Well, it's
some
like
good apps.
it's a swipe or a touch screen. So
Yeah.
do I need a little protective cover on it? Like, is that gonna be useful? Do you guys do that?
Yeah, I think you should.
A case.
I
You
need a
some kind of
case.
case. And if it doesn't cover the screen, you need to buy like a screen protector.
What do you mean if it doesn't come with a screen?
I had a case of mine, but it
You
broke
put
and
a
I never
plastic
replaced
film
it.
on it. and
Oh,
it's-
right, screen protector.
That way, the screen protector will likely crack before the screen cracks. Like this one's sort of cracked, but that's actually the screen protector that's cracked.
Okay.
Yours doesn't work, Adam.
Well, I turned it off. It took me 40 minutes to figure out how to turn this damn thing off.
That's why they call it a smartphone.
It weeds out the dummies.
That's a funny shit heard all night. Satan, hold on. Satan will come in on this one. Hold on. Let me see if I can connect. Okay.
This is the worst
You didn't think it took long of you one time, did you? I'm Satan, I can do anything. What are you guys talking about?
Bicycles. What?
Testicles.
Testicles.
What about it? Okay. You know what you're laughing about? You fuckers are immature.
Okay. I guess we'll go back to normal. Is that good with you?
Oh, whoa.
You want to
Okay.
go back to the cave?
No.
You go back to the cave. We had enough of you,
No,
Satan.
you guys
Be
didn't.
gone. Here's the holy water.
No! I'll be back.
Okay.
Who knew that Satan was the Terminator? I did.
Hey, you seen Terminator 6.7?
No,
You know that
that-
shit.
6.7.
Yeah.
That's really the name of it.
6.9.
That's 6.9. Is that really the name of it? I just making shit up.
6.8.
Me too.
Okay.
69.
Oh.
No, I like that
Oh,
one.
what's that mean?
That means it's another porn movie reference from our porn movie expert.
Like Ghost Boobers?
Terminator 69, yeah.
Terminator. Is that an actual porn? Have you been watching it?
I have no idea. As far as you know.
I bet Satan knows about it.
Okay, I'm asking my wife via text, does she want to be on the podcast?
And what did she respond?
Nothing yet.
Oh.
That probably means no.
I would think so.
She's hanging out with her friend now, and she's
Yeah.
probably sick of your shit.
I think she's been sick of my shit, but that's what marriage is about.
It seemed they all had a good time yesterday. So.
Yeah, have your days and your ups and downs, But if you got, you want somebody, if you got along with them all the time, it'd be sort of boring marriage. So you need a little bit of fire.
Yeah.
That's true. Like you
Yeah.
ever see those couples, and it seems like they never fight.
They're the
They
ones
have
who get
to fight at
divorced
some
like the
point.
first year if they never fight. I mean, you got to let your shit out.
Gotta let your shit out.
I mean, sometimes you're in a pissy mood, you got to piss on somebody.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Yeah. I mean, you argue, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, that's
think
just part of
everybody
it.
argues.
And that makes you feel better once you get shit out instead of holding it in and being nice. And
Then you move on, and everything's hunky dory.
yeah. And then you let-
Until shit builds up again.
yeah,
have
then
to
you
let it
all
out.
just raise your tail and then see how it goes.
All this talk about shit building up and seeing how shit goes reminds me of something. Someone has been taking a dump in my toilet and leaving it,
Oh.
And it's not you.
and it's not me.
You're not sleep pooping.
I didn't even think about that as a
That's a
possibility.
Hey,
You could totally sleep poop.
you know what bothers me more than anything?
Other than me?
Other than you.
I
When you're
love
ready
you.
to go to bed, then you realize by the time you're ready to go to sleep, you got to take a shit. Do you have that problem?
I don't
No,
have that
I
problem.
don't-
I
I
have that.
don't-
It happens to me
with
every
peeing
once in a while.
sometimes.
For peeing, yeah.
Well, I guess I'm older, but it happens to me here lately. But it once, you gotta take a shit.
I'm pretty regular with my shit.
Yeah, I usually am, but every once in a while, maybe I ate the wrong thing. It's like,
No,
damn.
I don't have that problem. I
Maybe-
can hold
okay.
it for a few days.
I was kidding. I don't have that problem either.
Did you have a problem last night of a
Yeah,
dual exit?
after the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had.
That's one thing I noticed. Yeah, you eat meat if you're not a meat eater, like on a regular basis.
It definitely was churning my stomach. I had to.
That's a good. Like I have no experience with this. So is
Anyway.
that a thing? Like if you ate meat,
I went 3 months becoming a vegetarian and had any meat. I've been working myself off of it, and it gone 3 months, no meat whatsoever, and I was a little tipsy. Walked past my favorite wing joint, like best chicken wings in the world. Got that smell, and I was like, "Oh, I'm coming back to you for just a few minutes." Went in there, waited. There's always a long line.
right
Got it, my 30 piece, set right
30.
30 piece
Holy
chicken wings.
smokes.
Oh, I was
And you
taking
ate them
it
all?
down. I handed out a few to some people,
Oh, you're being generous.
but I ate most of them, and oh my god, my shit was hurting the next day. And that was enough to convince me. I'm like, you know what? If I have that much of a reaction from going back to meat like that,
Yeah.
I'm definitely never eating meat again. And that was the last time
But
I
it's
ate meat.
not the meat itself. For that specific situation, it was the drastic, immediate change in your diet. It's not the meat itself.
I've gotten sick though because
Oh.
other times eating because there's been like a broth or something. Like if you go to a restaurant and these are things you learn as a vegetarian.
how to
On
avoid
trial and
even
basis.
the
Yes,
little,
like you have
So-
to ask, like, oh, okay, what is the broth? Because somebody would tell you, oh yeah, there's no meat in it, but they cooked with a beef or a chicken broth or even a fish stock.
and it can mess you up.
So yeah,
can
my
mess you
story
up.
was like I went I don't know how many months without eating meat, and then I went to a Chinese place, and there was like broccoli and chicken together in the same dish. I just scooped out the broccoli, and I was like, "Oh, this will be good enough." Because
all
I didn't
that
have
chicken
like a lot
juice.
of moral qualms with like eating meat. I just didn't want to eat meat.
You didn't mind if the meat touched your vegetables.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Yeah.
a big.
You shouldn't want to eat the meat.
It wasn't a big emotional thing for me. So I ate the broccoli, and that was enough to make me sick. And then I thought, like, okay, well, maybe it's just like a psychological thing. So, like, and then after that, it was like, okay, well, if I'm not throwing up, it's coming out the other way. It's not psychological, it's like physical.
It's dutiful.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish it wasn't like that.
You know,
'cause
if
I would
everybody
like to
did
eat
give
meat
up
every
meat,
once in a while.
the whole world could eat.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
meat is not essential for human existence,
It's not efficient
but it sure is delicious.
either.
Yeah.
I mean, because everything you have to put in to raise these farm animals, you don't get that much food in return for all you have to put
Because
into
you're raising
it.
food for the animals.
Yeah, you're raising food just to feed the animals, just so you can.
So you're
the
raising
animal.
food for food.
I mean, we're not
There's
knocking
an
on you.
inefficiency.
I'm not going to become a
Presented.
vegetarian, guys.
No,
I know
we're
you're-
not.
You know, I
It
said that
looks-
one
it
time,
seems like
too.
we're
You're
banging
backing
up.
me into a
I used to
corner
say that. I
here.
knew a vegetarian when I was really young, and I was like, and I'd even offer meat. Sure, you don't want some of this? It's
I can
really
see
good.
you. That doesn't surprise me at all, Bill.
Yeah, but yeah, I would never be a vegetarian, and that's why you never say never.
Well, I'll never say never, but I don't want to be a vegetarian.
Yeah.
I don't care how many cows.
I don't want to
That's
be
okay.
a
I just tried it as an
vegetarian.
experiment, and I lost a few pounds, and I said, well, that's pretty good, and it wasn't really that hard for me personally, and it was
it is hard for me because
Yeah.
meat is like an experience for me. It's like
Yeah.
I
can
cook
see
on the
that.
grill,
You're so
and-
gay. There's nothing wrong with that.
but like tailgating and cooking
Yeah,
on Saturdays
I
and
can
watching
see.
a football game, like it's this whole experience. This
yeah, I can follow that.
day long standing at the grill and
You
cooking
know, you can
something.
grill vegetables.
Not like that,
I've
brother.
never had anybody talk about it like that. That kind of makes a lot of sense to me. Like
Yeah,
for me,
like
I
it's-
don't really grill or cook, so if I want like the feel of a hamburger, I can get that with a substitute. Like they make virtually everything.
Right, but you
in
can't. There
substitute.
is no substitute for barbecue ribs. There is no vegetable-based
I
substitute.
used to grill all
I
the
think
time.
so.
for
But there's not a
for
substitute.
pulled pork that you cook for 10 hours.
Now, there's some sausage, vegetarian sausage I had that's pretty darn good.
Well, I think there's a taste and like feel substitute, but there's not a substitute for like
for the
grilling
experience
it.
of doing it, and that's a big part of it for me. Like it's just the whole, for lack of a better word, like a tailgate experience where you're out there just
yeah.
having fun, drinking beers.
Well, I
cooking
still
meat,
grill for the rest of my family, which aren't vegetarians, and I usually throw me something on there and find something. So
something vegetarian.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's how I used to be. I still used to cook meat for
Yeah.
my wife before she became a vegetarian, and the dogs. I'd cook meat for them.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna have any issue moving to the outskirts of Portland, Oregon.
Oh no,
There's gonna be plenty of vegetarian.
Oh,
You know, my buddy
options.
Jake said there's tons of like vegan places.
You'll
out
be
there.
right in your element out there, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's gonna be bicycles and vegetables. So
right.
I might never leave.
You won't be labeled a person with a DUI just because you're on a bike.
which happens in this town a lot.
your license, boy? Why
am-
you on a bike?
Well, these folks in where do we live again?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan are that way. You know, they're not used to seeing bicycles.
Yeah.
I am one of what would you say 4 people in our town that ride a bicycle. I'm
would say
You don't
I'm
see too
including
many.
you, Bill.
Yeah, you don't see too many.
Well, I have I guess this is my sort of vegetarian thing is that I run, and people
the
around here.
fuck's that got to
That's
do
not
with
a vegetarian thing. You're
No,
really
what I'm
being-
saying is you guys have this lifestyle of being a vegetarian that some people like myself do not understand. I run as a regular habit, and most people, especially around here and anywhere else really, look at me like, why in the hell do you do that every day?
I question people when they run.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Same
Once
thing,
I was
it's the
done with
same thing.
sports, like
Yeah.
I was so done with running. Like I get bored running.
Yeah,
can't do
because it's not like my brother's the same way. He's like, what the hell are you doing?
I
Like,
don't
what?
know. Like there's stuff in my own life that I'm passionate enough about to where if I see something that I don't understand, I just assume like that's somebody's thing.
I'm the same. That's a great point because we talk about like Donald Trump and whatever politics, but everybody has their opinions about things
Yeah.
because they formed those opinions based on things that were important to them. So for me, running is something that it's sort of painful and inconvenient or whatever, all those negative things, but there's a positive to it that outweighs all of that. Same thing for vegetarians.
What's the longest you've ever been without meat? Do you know? Like, have you ever gone like a day?
Like,
or,
I sleep for 9 hours, like that's,
that's what I'm trying
You
to
know,
figure
like-
out. Like, there's never a time where you don't have meat with a
no,
meal.
there's never a time.
Well, I used
Not
to be
even
that
like
way.
cereal or anything.
Well, I
like-
mean, I'll eat a bowl of cereal. It doesn't have like.
But you had to have like a side of sausage, or
No, I mean,
Okay.
I can eat a bowl of cereal without
Okay.
a side
like-
of meat. I mean, I can eat a salad that doesn't have any meat in it,
Okay.
periodically. But
I thought like I made a conscious choice after doing some research. Like, okay, I'm gonna try being vegetarian. I thought it was gonna be really difficult, and then I started
that's
making
easier
my.
than you think. Yeah.
I started making my new grocery list. I only cut out like 2 items. Like I was basically a vegetarian already and didn't think about it that
Yeah.
way because I was eating cereal.
And
you're
it's
not
cheaper,
normal.
really, to eat
Sandwiches.
vegetarian because meat's expensive. I haven't bought meat in years.
You're minimalist.
So I don't know what it actually costs right now, but I've heard it's expensive.
Yeah.
it is, yeah. There's no doubt about that. It's probably more expensive to eat a meat-based diet. Than
How long do you
more-
think you could last without meat?
I mean,
Do you think
Based
you go
on
a
I
whole
could
week?
probably last until football season. Once football season starts, all bets are
Yeah.
off. I gotta.
Oh, because
Have you ever tried the veggie dogs and like put a chili on it
man,
and
that
all the
makes-
toppings.
Well, see, like I said, I just had a real all beef chili dog tonight. Like that's meat on top of meat.
I must have
It's
been.
shit meat, though. I mean,
I used to love a
dogs.
chili dog.
No, this is I mean, a all beef hot dog, Oscar Mayer hot dog.
Yeah.
This is.
What's your
for a hot
opinion
dog,
on scrapple then?
don't
Since
know.
you're meat. Oh,
I don't know what that is.
you never had scrapple.
No. What is it?
You'd love it as a meat eater. You would fucking just love it.
You
I've
get,
heard about
everybody
Scrabble.
gets their own tiles, and you have to spell out different words.
There's points for the words.
Yeah, it's basically it's all the scraps from a pig, just the
Just
worst,
ground up
everything
garbage.
that's left over,
Just
on
pig
the
garbage.
Yes, but you fry it up, then slice.
So
It
it's
makes
sorta
great
like,
breakfast
Oh, it's
sandwiches.
formed into like a mold.
Yeah, it comes in like a little mound. Sort of what do they eat in Hawaii?
Is that similar to
Spam.
brisket?
Spam.
Yeah.
Kind of like shaped like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it comes in a little
They eat
mound
spam
like
in
that.
Hawaii?
Yeah, spam's very popular.
Oh, spam is huge in Hawaii.
Oh shit, that's true.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just all the leftover shit of a
I used to like
pig
spam
and
though.
Spam was even in the little trinket shops. Like you buy a little like keychain or something when you're leaving Hawaii. They even had little cans of spam.
I will say this: if you didn't know what spam was, or I guess scrapple is
scrapple.
similar.
They might have some at the meat shop.
If you didn't know what it was, it tastes amazing. It does. Like it has this just rich, fatty, meaty flavor.
How do you think human meat would taste?
And the favorite thing is about
If
it,
you didn't know what it was,
spam. You don't have to
Didn't know what it
refrigerate.
was.
Is that Bill or Satan asking me this question?
is
I talk for Satan sometimes.
Scrapple real
He
salty?
passes me notes.
No, I don't know what
is,
scrapple.
is Sam?
Sam? Satan?
Sam?
Spam.
Satan Pam?
We're talking about human meat. Would you have to salt the
Okay,
human
let me
meat?
check my stuff here. Okay.
Satan may have something to say about human
is
meat.
Yeah.
spam salty?
Spam is salty, yes.
Okay, so I'm assuming scrapple is as well.
Scrapple is amazing.
Oh, you're back.
Oh no.
Human Scrapple's even better. Sometimes you get a little chunk of toenail. Oh,
Boo.
Does
and
it
you
ever
realize
happen?
what you're eating.
Tim, I think you should boo him on this.
Boo,
one.
Satan.
Boo me all you want. I'm still your father. So Tim, I have a question.
Do you
Okay,
ever catch
wait.
any bread in the toenail?
Oh, that's the best. When you guys shove bread into your nails. So Tim,
Yes, Satan. Go ahead.
if you didn't have a label on it and you ate the meat, do you think you know it's human meat?
Ooh, see, that's a devilish question.
Yeah, good one. Comedian you are.
I,
'Cause meat's meat, right?
I'm gonna answer this honestly. You're trying to put me into a corner here, but I'm gonna answer it honestly. No, how would I know? How would I know if you put? But see, here's the thing. There's a meat establishment here in town that we will not name
In Afghanistan.
here in Afghanistan that frequently has.
I vacation in Afghanistan all the time.
Well, no wonder you're here. That makes sense now. But this meat establishment frequently has live animals, goats and sheep specifically, outside of its establishment for several days at a time. And then mysteriously these sheep and goats disappear, but all they sell is beef. So
It's for the goat fuckers out back. I bring them in every week. When you're in there buying your meat, there's farmers in the
so it's
back
not for
fucking
meat,
the
it's for
goats and the
companionship.
sheep. Yes, it's like a whorehouse.
Are you saying a horse house?
Yes, a whorehouse.
A horse?
Yes. I'm gonna tickle your butt really hard at it. You like that, don't you, boy? Yes, you do. So tell me you would eat human meat.
if I didn't know if somebody presented it to me and it looked exactly like a steak or something that is appetizing to me, then yes, I probably would be fooled by
Okay,
it.
When you
Tim.
get to hell, we have all the human meat you can want.
I can't wait. Just make it look like a steak, devil.
I'm gonna cut my finger off and cook it and have you
What
taste
the
it.
fuck is Kevin doing on his phone? Get that out of your
I
ass.
think a picture of Satan.
I won't show up.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
So,
It'll
Adam,
just be a floating microphone. That's all
have you
it'll
figured
be.
out your smartphone yet?
No.
That's also the devil's tool.
It's gateway
Hey.
to hell.
If you download Browser, it's an app.
Devil
It doesn't have any internet history, so you can. You know what I'm saying?
What do you, I don't know what you're saying.
Browser.
Browser is an
Browser.
internet browsing tool which records 0 internet history. So
What's
if
that
you,
useful for?
well, if you look a little
Ghost
bit
porn.
looking for porn.
when you look how to make up bombs, you know, just things you don't want folks knowing.
Don't say that. We're in Afghanistan.
How to
Don't
cook.
say bomb.
How to cook human meat. I
How
mean,
to cook
things
human
you don't
Oh, you
people,
can cook human meat. That's fine. They
things
do
you
that
want
here.
people knowing you're interested in.
I love sharing my interest with people, though.
Windmills, all that taboo stuff.
Windmills,
Renewable energy.
Christian rock, things you don't want to admit to.
Tim, I was at that Christian rock concert you went to. That was my boy's band on
Like
the
if
stage.
Satan enjoyed Christian rock, he'd
I
use
sat
an
right behind him.
app that wouldn't have record internet history.
Wait, so Satan, do you like
Christian
Christian rock?
music?
Are you actually behind Christian rock?
Yes, I'm brainwashing all you fools. You think I'd do it with Ozzy? It's too obvious.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I mean, when you come out and just say you're the devil, I mean, that's
Yeah.
too obvious. You got to be, sneaky about it.
That's my job. That's how I get you.
Well, so you tricked me into eating human meat, Satan. Is there anything else you want me to do?
Yeah.
Want me to kill my family? Is that what you want?
No, nothing weird like that.
Okay.
We'll discuss it later. I got big plans for you.
It's in the contract.
The
You've already signed
contract.
on the dotted line a long time ago.
I sold my soul.
Yeah, it's kind of true what they say.
What?
You sold your soul.
If you ever have a CDL license, you've sold your soul. That's how it goes.
That goes.
CDL.
CDL?
See,
Yeah.
CDL drivers.
Everybody knows
I'm
that.
no master.
CDL.
Even though it expired,
And you didn't get your
my
physical.
soul's still mine.
How did you know about that,
I
Satan?
know about everything. I know what you did last night.
What did I do last night?
Do you want to talk about it?
I don't think we need that kind of information on this podcast.
All right, goodbye, Satan. We're done.
They were losing
private.
connection.
I'll see you in a little bit, fuckers. Kevin, get that phone in your ass.
I think we just lost connection.
Oh, we just lost Satan. Thank God. Whew.
Oh man.
Don't have
Let's
to
not talk
about,
to him anymore.
Don't have to talk about what I did last night.
That's right. We want to hear
We're
that
not going to
shit.
ask about that. That's,
Good save.
All right.
What was last night? Sunday night. I hope you didn't do anything bad on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
No, I worshipped whatever I worship.
Uh,
None of your business.
okay.
I had some chicken salad.
Ooh.
I had some wine and some rum daiquiris from Louisiana.
From the
Oh.
rum daiquiri was. Wait, did you
I
have
know
a
where you're hanging
hurricane?
What's up?
Did you have a hurricane?
Dude, that's so insensitive. Just because it was from Louisiana.
Too soon. Bill.
Wow.
Good grief. That was
Bill.
15 years ago.
Yeah, Bill.
The drink, the hurricane.
I don't know. It's just
Tim,
like,
have you ever been to New Orleans?
I've never been to New Orleans.
what?
Oh, their famous drink is a hurricane.
Yeah.
I
Like
didn't know
whenever
that.
you go, you have to get a hurricane.
What's in a hurricane?
rum? I don't know what else is in it.
But it's a
like,
daiquiri?
It's like it's a mixed drink. It's real sweet.
Probably blue Coroca. Is that what you call that?
They got a
stuff?
lot of liquors in it.
It's got some booze.
Yeah, it's got some booze in it.
Yeah, maybe I
and I'm
had
sorry
that,
if I don't have the right ingredients in it, and whoever's listening to this is calling me an idiot. But I never claimed to be smart. But yeah, they're good
yeah,
drinks.
It's like alcoholic slushy.
Yeah.
It's really
sort of like
tasty.
a.
Pat O'Brien's. That's the name of the place where like
Pat
they're
O'Brien's,
famous
yeah.
for. Isn't that the name of it? You go to New Orleans all
Yeah.
the time.
Pat O'Brien's got a lot of them.
It is Pat O'Brien's, right?
Yeah. They got them on every corner. You can get them and take them with you.
There's a
They give you-
sportscaster, right? Pat O'Brien. You remember him?
Yeah, Pat O'Brien.
He got in trouble for the phone call stuff. He was like leaving dirty messages.
Yeah, whatever happened to that guy? I don't remember.
He's probably working for Fox somewhere.
He's working for Bill Cosby somewhere.
Well, that was a funny record.
What's on
Recorded
your
phone call.
notepad there, Bill?
Oh, it was superstition stuff.
Superstition?
Okay, here's one from Mexico.
Let me tell my story because I forgot about it last time we were talking about this. That's okay. But anyway,
Touching my beer for.
okay,
Okay.
testing.
Superstition.
What'd you do?
I don't know what happened there.
Maybe the ghost is messing with us now.
Yeah. Is it still recording? Let's stop for a second. Recording now. Stop.
Superstitions.
Okay. Give it a few seconds. Are we recording? Yeah, we're recording now. Okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know what the hell happened. That was weird.
Well, you know, it is weird because we were talking about superstitions.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing just went kaploot.
Then the board went, and we've actually
I think Satan's fucking with us.
might
Hey,
be.
right.
He might have. He might.
You guys cut his line off, didn't
That's
make him
right.
happy, and now he's fucking with your
He's
computer.
pissed.
And right now we have decent equipment, and we have. I think we know what we're doing. Maybe this time. So it's weird for it to go out like that. But anyway, it's working now.
Thanks, Satan. I mean, Obama. Oh, sorry. Was that too political?
Why are you looking at me?
I love John Wilbur.
Because I feel like I'm looking at Wilbur when I look at you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I love John Wilbur.
John Wilbur.
Hey, you guys cool it.
You're
with
like
that,
his
okay?
medium.
Oh, we know he's yours. We just,
What do you mean mine?
you know what I mean.
He's an individual.
That belongs to you.
He's his own person.
All
So
right,
in
Bill,
Mexico,
Superstitions.
What's in Mexico?
I don't know. All Mexicans believe this, just like not all Americans believe these superstitions. But if you put two mirrors in front of each other, you open a threshold for the devil. Speaking of the devil,
Who?
Oh, that was on Constantine
Was
with that really tall guy,
Keanu
Shaquille
Reeves.
O'Neal.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
Everybody
Close-
knows how
close
tall
guess.
Keanu Reeves
Yeah.
is.
yeah. He's like,
Yeah. So they think
He's
it's
like
a
what?
threshold for the
Like how
devil
tall?
to come in.
like,
Well,
I don't
we
know.
looked
So
that
did
up.
we put two mirrors facing each other in here, and that's how the devil
Maybe
came
that's
in?
it.
Let's do it. Let's do it now.
We already did.
Hey, but that
Yeah,
story I keep
obviously
trying to
somebody
tell,
did.
and some bitches keep interrupting me. I'm gonna finish it.
Go ahead.
All right.
I didn't think
No,
I
go
was.
ahead and tell your story, Kevin.
Just slap your ass. But anyway, I've been trying to tell it like 5 times tonight.
What have
so-
you been trying to tell us?
Anyway, I didn't think I was superstitious. A couple of months ago, a black cat crossed my path, and I caught myself making an X on the windshield.
You caught yourself making an X for what?
On the windshield. That's what you do when a black cat crosses your path.
I've
never heard
heard
that.
Make
that.
an X on
I've
the
never heard that
windshield,
either, Kevin.
So it won't give you bad luck. You never heard that?
No, the three of us have never heard that. You're the only one that. Where'd you see that?
Who
I
told
don't
you
know.
that?
It just seemed logical.
That's some Afghanistan stuff right there.
Well,
You
know.
just came up with it on your own. Like,
I'm
put
just
an
an Afghanistan boy, you know. I don't know. I think that's what you have to do to reverse the bad luck is to put an X on your windshield.
Anytime I've seen
How
a
about
black
a circle?
I don't think a circle worked, Bill, because a circle is like never ending.
Well, what about a circle, circle, dot, dot? Now I got my cootie shot.
Hey, that might work.
I really think superstitions are stupid.
Yeah, I do too,
Like
but I mean,
All right, you played baseball. You
I
didn't
don't
have
believe
any
that's
superstitions.
I think it's idiocy.
but I did that the other day. I mean,
But
it blew my mind.
There's traditional baseball, superstition. Don't walk on the chalk. The baseline.
I didn't know that one.
Would you ever not wash socks sometimes? You never
No,
had
that's
any.
that's idiocy. Like that has
That's
nothing
why I don't wash
to
my
do.
testicles.
What?
Oh, never mind.
He doesn't wash his testicles.
It's a different story.
So he can hit a home run.
Me either. I would love to steal a home run, and that's why I never watched.
Steal a home run. You can't
That's
steal a
why I
home run.
never washed my testicles.
If you do, you're called Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
What?
No, I wasn't going there. Hey, you
Yeah,
guys always
I
take it.
like the pudding.
So, I'm a terrible baseball player,
in the pudding.
but I'm really good at shooting birds. That's
He
what
is
I
good
do.
at shooting
basically.
birds. I've heard that story.
Yeah. So if you can't play baseball and you find yourself on a baseball field and you're good at shooting birds,
I think that was podcast 4 or
I
3.
think it was earlier than that.
Yeah, it was like 1 or 2.
2. Might have been 2.
Yeah.
Weird sports. That's what we used to actually have
Yeah.
subject matter before we started talking. But
Yeah.
we decided that was not.
I think we should probably go back to that. Otherwise,
Every once in a while.
you have what we have tonight, where we're just laughing maniacally into the microphone.
For real,
Well,
though.
I've had a lovely time. Oh, Tim, did you want to finish your superstition?
Yeah.
But no,
story.
I completed my thought. I think superstitions are a complete waste of energy and mental and emotional.
Yeah, I agree
effort.
with you.
You have zero superstition in
I
your
have
life?
zero superstitions.
I'll admit, I knock
Okay.
on wood sometimes. When somebody says something and I'm like, oh, they just jinxed me. I'll knock on wood. I think I'm agree with you. I think superstitions are stupid, but
I'm a big believer in cause and effect.
Well, I've noticed
So-
people in the restaurant business do have some superstitions. I know just recently. Like I know,
I won't turn the oven off.
Don't turn the
until
oven off.
Closing time.
and you don't take your apron off, or somebody might walk in.
Yeah, as
I've
soon as you
noticed
take
that
your
more than
apron
that.
off.
Nah, I took
If
all my
it's
clothes off.
Yeah, if it's 5
Nobody
minutes
showed
before
up.
closing time,
Yeah,
you take your apron off.
forget about
Somebody
So,
it.
Tim, do you have
and
any,
it happens a lot.
do you have any rituals?
Rituals? You mean like shaving?
Sure. Or
Yeah,
like
how do you
the-
shave your testicles?
No, like shaving might be
mirror?
a bad example. Do you have anything that you don't have to perform, like shaving, that you do on a regular basis?
Like running?
Or starting your day in the morning.
Yeah.
Like if you don't do it, your day
In
just seems
order or
off.
something?
I take a crap.
Now, if you don't, have you missed your shit and your day just seem off?
No, it doesn't have any effect.
Doesn't?
No.
Okay.
You're a better man than I am.
I mean, like I said, cause and effect. If something crappy happens during my day, it's not because I didn't take a shit in the morning. It's because something crappy happened in my day.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't
yeah,
assign.
but I'm
Speaking
not,
of shit, and Kevin had to make a run.
Kevin will be back in about 10 minutes.
And then when you lay down tonight, the same thing will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be about 2 inches shorter.
Feel differently, like it's like not superstitious, but
Not so. Okay,
you
there
will
is
per-
one thing.
If you're running, you do like something to prepare for that, and if you don't
Yeah.
do that, then you perform differently.
That is correct, but that's also
It's more of a routine.
well, but it's also cause and effect to me because if I don't drink, like in the morning I drink juice, I take a crap, and then I go run. Like
Okay.
if I don't take a crap while I'm running, I'll shit my pants. Like that, there's cause and effect.
That sounds terrible. Like,
It is.
Do you finish the run? Are
No,
you that
you
committed?
either have to stop running or find somewhere to. Like I have
Have you had to go in somebody's yard before?
not. Well,
Come on. We won't name the
Okay,
yard.
being completely.
Were you like
truthful.
Smokey taking a shit? No, that wasn't Smokey. It was the other guy.
So
on Friday.
I grew up working on people's houses.
No, but there has been a time where I have had to
Smokey, you taking a shit?
go into the woods, and I went out on my run with a T-shirt, and I came back without one. I'll just put it that way.
What happened to the T-shirt?
Well, what do you think happened if you take a shit?
No, did you throw it away or did you just leave it in the woods?
I left it in the woods, brother. it's compost now.
I hope it was a Bulldogs T-shirt.
No, you jerk.
You didn't use the leaves? Have you ever Has anybody ever used leaves to wipe
I
their butt?
have.
I have used
have.
leaves to tragic effect.
Tragic. Would you cut
recall.
yourself?
No,
What?
I got apparently was some kind of poison ivy or
Oh
poison.
shit!
On your anus?
Horrible.
Oh,
Oh,
Man.
God.
I will never use leaves again. ever.
I'm the extreme allergic to poison ivy. That'd kill me.
You
bro.
use poison ivy to wipe your ass?
I didn't know, not like on purpose.
why would you do that?
Holy shit!
I bet you Satan does that in hell. He like
Man.
wipes people's ass with
He
poison
replaces the
ivy.
toilet paper with
He's like, ho, 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 ho.
perforated
No,
leaves of poison ivy.
yeah, I've used leaves, never had an issue.
Dude, I was at Boy Scout camp one time.
You picked it off. Like you're supposed to pick them up off the ground.
That's what I
and
did.
use those.
That's exactly what I did. It was,
Yeah, something was in
something
there.
was not right.
Oh shit!
And I
Oh, that's
It
the
wasn't your
worst.
scout leader did something maybe?
Tim, do you need to talk about it?
This is regression mem therapy. Okay,
That's the
Tim.
first time I ever
Just
heard.
go back to the real what
yeah,
really
I brought up
happened.
a lot in that.
I
Shit.
bet you Satan could tell us all about it.
I don't know if I'm putting him on the phone yet.
It might get a little dark.
Yeah, that's something we don't need to know.
Yeah,
So the scout leader,
there was no scout leader. I was shitting in the woods all by myself.
He took a poop stick.
And I said, that's not my belly button.
That concludes Is Anybody in Here for April 20th, 2018, episode 10B Superstitions. with Adam Baker, Bill Wilkerson, Kevin Treader, and Tim Altork. Email us at isanybodyinhere@gmail.com. Our webpage is isanybodyinhere.com. Facebook is Anybody In Here Podcast. To support Is Anybody In Here, look us up on Patreon at ZNYBODY, Is Anybody In Here. Thanks for listening.